This conference
Okay.
will now be recorded.
I'm going to share. Okay, does everyone see this? Tell me if you don't.
I can
We're going
see it.
to see you do. Okay. So we have one issue filed. I think everyone's number of people are focused on this particular issue. So I want to get it scoped and then decide if necessary. So this is my issue. So I started out that I just wanted a minimum support for redfish. There've been requests for additional resource support, which I want to, if we agree, we can go ahead and submit those or write those submittals now. Use cases I had was this is what I believe is the minimal set. It's um, uh, the physical hierarchy of the system hierarchy of the computer systems, an account service, and a session service, which supports all the sessions that come into the Redfish interface, an event service so we can get asynchronous messages back out of the Redfish interface, and a task service, which is actually a construct of the Redfish service that when it starts a task, it will launch a task for long-running actions that need to occur. So this is a service which the Redfish service uses to communicate back that it can do something asynchronously. Okay. So the two use cases I had was for both the chassis and the system resource was to get inventory, basic use case, and then the account services, all services that required the passive service validated. And I'll go confirm that particular statement. So this person added a comment that this um, issue should also include alignment to OpenIMC version 1.0. So that is a profile which has been approved by the IC committee, and so it's now a contribution. It's something that the OpenIMC project wants to go off and do. I actually looked at the OpenIMC uh, a profile as part of this, and that's how I got, you know, both these particular services. So this does not, I'm not asking for complete conformance to it. So my comment to this would be to post this as a separate issue and not have this uh, provide scope creep to this particular issue. So I'd like to get this issue out, get a get a pull request for it, and then go on to adding additional stuff now that we know we have, a redfish interface. Any issues with that? Okay, so okay, so are there any, since we're opening issues, are there any other functionality that we want on top of the revision interface once we have that established. And we can file separate issues to keep those tracked so we can basically limit the scope of this particular issue. Okay, I'm gonna go check real fast if I've gotten a message from Tasker. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna go. So what Tasker and I had spoken about was the direction from the manageability architecture meeting that the leads had, and so there would be issue for group operations and an issue for phone update. And then if we want additional detail on what those implementations should be, we can go ahead and do that. And then issue, what else was coming from OpenRMC? For, okay, so that's 4 issues that get filed out of here. So is there, based on that, is there any additions to this issue? If not, we can leave the scope where it is. Does anyone want to self-assign themselves to resolve this issue? Okay. In that case, I think I am done for my agenda item. I need to close. If no one has any other comments, I'm going to go chase Taskin again to make sure, because we had a couple of issues that he wanted to bring up at this meeting to talk about regarding creation of the branch. So it's been decided that now he will go create the branch, and then it'll be open for people to download code and start adding the code to go create a pull request. His issue, and I'll just relay it, was that if the original device manager is very network centric, deals with switches, and his concern was the addition of this code would be more server centric. And I said that's why we're keeping the revision phase as generic as we can. And the models themselves are the ones that determine what direction, or the model support what direction we have and have not. And that's why um, um, creation of additional issues and having people work on those separate issues will define the direction of device manager. So that was my position, was that we can go ahead and approve this. So I'm going to approve the issue so we don't, I can um, issue scoped. That way we can move forward with getting the pull request done. All right, I'm going to do one more check to see if he's around. And he's not. So with that, guys, I am sorry once again, but I'm going to have to go ahead and adjourn this meeting. And I thank you all for calling. Hope we make some progress on this as soon as we get this branch request created. Okay, thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you, John.